Howdy folks, Brother Jim reporting here at End Times Prophecy News. Make sure you click on the bell and remember that you're probably going to get desubbed from my channel on YouTube. As the 1,000 subs come in per day, 1,000 go out. That's just the truth of it. Breaking news, UC Berkeley thug Zachary Greenberg arrested for sucker punching conservative activists. Praise the Lord. Poetic justice has hit. As previously reported, a violent leftist attacked a Turning Point USA activist who was out recruiting for their chapter at UC Berkeley last Thursday afternoon in Upper Sproul Plaza. Then he was reported. He was on camera. And then we had an unnamed donor, conservative donor, donated $50,000 for any evidence leading up to his arrest. The assault was captured on video, as you see here.
Jesus Christ. What? Oh, shit.
Trump derangement syndrome is alive and well, isn't it? Imagine if the attacker was wearing a MAGA hat, would be national news, but it isn't. The victim was passing out information about the conservative student group when he was approached by two angry men. After a verbal altercation ensued, he pulled out his phone to begin filming. On Friday, Zachary Greenberg, the assaulter, was identified and arrested by UC police. Law enforcement booked him into jail at 1 p.m. CBS San Francisco reported that police will formally present the case to the Alameda County District Attorney's Office for consideration of the filing of criminal charges, the university said. Sounds like they don't want to do nothing. It sounds like the leftist California wants to let him go. Just one day before Zachary Greenberg's arrest, Citizens United Foundation offered a $50,000 reward for information on the thug who beat conservative activist Hayden Williams. Made a recording and it didn't go through, so now I have to go back and do it again. Fake News WAPO issues a huge editor's correction on Covington's coverage after Nick Sandmann sues paper for $250 million. The love of money has decided Jeff Bezos' Fake News WAPO to walk back with fake apologies. On Friday, Fake News Washington Post issued a huge editor's correction to its Covington coverage after Nick Sandmann's lawyer filed a $250,000 lawsuit against the paper for their smears. Phillips, who fought in the Vietnam War, says in an interview, I started going that way and that guy in that hat stood in my way and we were at an impasse. He just blocked my way and wouldn't allow me to retreat. The Post has issued an editor's note about updates to its initial coverage of the January 18th incident at the Lincoln Memorial. We've also deleted this January 19th tweet. Is that an apology? No. Subsequent reporting, a student's statement and additional video allow for a more complete assessment of what occurred. That's not an apology. Either contradicting or failing to confirm accounts provided in that story. That's not. Including that Native American activist Nathan Phillips was prevented by one student from moving on, that his group had been taunted by the students in the lead up to the encounter, that the students were trying to instigate a conflict. The high school student facing Phillips issued a statement contradicting his account. The bishop in Covington, Kentucky apologized for the statement condemning the students. An investigation conducted for the Diocese of Covington and Covington Catholic High School found the students' accounts consistent with videos. That's not an apology. That's not admitting that you assumed that Nick Sandmann was in their way, was mocking them, or doing anything wrong whatsoever. You assumed, because you were going with the left, the political left, to destroy Trump and blame Trump for what had happened, when he had nothing to do with it whatsoever. You're crazy, Jeff Bezos, WAPO. And there is no proof on this, but the WAP, there's no conclusion on this that they're going to continue with their $250,000 lawsuit. I would never let it go. They had their chance. They gave them a time allotted to apologize. They did not apologize. Now, after the lawsuit's been filed, don't hold back. Go all the way, please. Attorneys for Nick Sandmann. The WAPO also pointed to a correction it made to a January 22nd article on a stolen valor fake Vietnam vet Nathan Phillips. Earlier versions of this story incorrectly said that Native American activist Nathan Phillips fought in the Vietnam War. Phillips said he served in the U.S. Marines but was never deployed to Vietnam. Very true. He's a big fat liar. And not only that, the man who exposed him on YouTube, his account has been deleted. It's just one attack after another, isn't it? Yeah. The man who exposed Nathan Phillips on YouTube, and it went super viral with millions of views, his account has been deleted. First Amendment, they want to take it away from you. A couple of weeks ago, Lynn Wood, the high-profile attorney representing Covington Catholic student Nick Sandmann, filed a $250,000 lawsuit against the WAPO for defamation of character. The lawsuit claims that the paper vilified the student, and they definitely did. Many threats had gone out. That was seen in a viral video being confronted by far-left activist Nathan Phillips because of the fact that he is white. The far-left activist wasn't even real. He's a fake Vietnam vet. He's a liar and a thief, stealing the valor of true veterans of Vietnam War. He never even got out of the country. He's a pathetic military man and the man who exposed him, who got his channel destroyed, proved to everyone that he went AWOL, I think it was 3 times. This Nathan Phillips. What a joke he is for a military man. Filed in the U.S. District Court in Kentucky, the 38-page complaint says that the Post wrongfully targeted and bullied Nicholas because he was the white Catholic student wearing a red Make America Great Again souvenir cap on a school field trip to the January 18th March for Life in Washington, D.C. How dare you march for the kids the babies who need to live. It's the women's rights who have the right to kill their babies. You need to get this straight, folks. When asked by Gateway pundit reporter Cassandra Fairbanks how this compares to the lawsuit Hulk Hogan filed against Gawker, Wood explained that his client has justification for a bigger claim. The Gawker case was an invasion of privacy claim. I believe Nick's defamation case that justifies an award much greater than $150 million award to Hulk Hogan. Nick is a minor. The media attacks on him are inexcusable. The amount of the lawsuit is the same amount that Jeff Bezos, the world's richest person, if you want to believe that, paid in cash for the Post in 2013, the complaint notes. President Trump praised Nick Sandmann following the news of the defamation suit against WAPO. Go get them, Nick. Fake news, Trump said in a tweet. That'll be all for this report. We're going to go to God's precious word and continue in Hosea chapter 7, verse 10. And the pride of Israel testifieth to his face, and they do not return to the Lord their God, nor seek him for all this. Ephraim also is like a silly dove without heart. They call to Egypt, they go to Assyria. When they shall go, I will spread my net upon them. I will bring them down as the fowls of heaven. And now this is God speaking about the time of Jacob's trouble. I will chastise them as their congregation hath heard. Woe unto them. Remember the 3 woes, the last 3 trumpets, 5th, 6th, and 7th trumpet? Ka-ching. For they have fled from me, destruction unto them, because they have transgressed against them, or against me, though I have redeemed them, yet they have spoken lies against me. And they have not cried unto me with their heart. When they howled upon their beds, they assemble themselves for corn and wine, and they rebel against me. Though I have bound and strengthened their arms, yet do they imagine mischief against me. They return, but not to the Most High. They are like a deceitful bow. Their princes shall fall by the sword, for the rage of their tongue. This shall be their derision in the land of Egypt. Their princes shall fall by the sword because of the rage of their tongue. Get that, folks? That's right. You know, you got to have a testimony of Jesus. But if you're going to testify against Jesus, that's what God brings to the land. Thank you for listening. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a very important announcement. Would you like to see most of your illnesses go away? Let me introduce you to the Water Smacker. A new modern breakthrough in science has come to knowledge, ridding your body of many toxins through this state-of-the-art new technology. The testimonials are endless. People have been healed of shingles, pancreas survivor healed, colon cancer patient healed. Your skin returns its oil back to itself and elasticity. Gray hair goes away. Look younger. Red blood cells return to being round. Plaque in your arteries is wiped out. Blood pressure is lowered. Feel stronger and have more energy. Return to a more youthful feeling and look. Pick up your Water Smacker today for only $350, and don't forget to mention Brother Jim sent you. The link is down below, along with the website and other videos for a much longer description. Thank you.